Your liver is one of the hardest working organs in your body, but most people don't give it much thought until something goes wrong. Here's the shocking truth. In the United States, 1 in 4 adults now has non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, often without even realizing it. That means tens of millions of Americans are walking around with silent liver damage that can progress to cirrhosis, cancer, or even liver failure if it's ignored. Why does this happen? Because of lifestyle choices. Too much processed food, too much sugar, too much alcohol, and not enough of the right foods that actually help the liver heal itself. Unlike many organs, the liver has an incredible superpower. It can regenerate. But it can only do that if you give it the fuel it needs. That's what this video is about. The top best foods to clean out your liver and keep it running smoothly. We'll dive into the science of each food, what US studies say, how much you should eat, and the real results you can expect. And here's why you should listen. Your liver is your body's ultimate detox machine. Forget about expensive detox teas or miracle supplements advertised on social media. The truth is, your liver detoxifies your blood 24/7, but it needs support, and that support comes directly from what you eat. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, practical list of foods you can add to your daily diet to protect your liver, clean out harmful toxins, and maybe even reverse some of the damage already done. Welcome to Health Facts. Welcome to my health channel. Subscribe, like, share, and comment as we uncover the everyday foods that could literally save your liver and extend your life. How the liver works. Before we dive into the foods, let's talk about why the liver is so essential and how it works. The liver sits in the upper right side of your abdomen, just under the rib cage. It's about the size of a football and weighs around 3 pounds, making it the largest internal organ. But size isn't the only impressive thing. The liver performs over 500 different functions. Here are just a few of its critical roles. Filter. The liver cleans your blood, removing toxins, drugs, alcohol, and harmful substances. Digestive helper. It produces bile, which breaks down fats in the small intestine. Energy regulator. The liver stores and releases glucose to keep your blood sugar stable. Nutrient manager. It processes proteins, fats, and carbs, storing vitamins and minerals for later use. Immune support. The liver plays a key role in fighting infections. Now, here's the amazing part. The liver can actually regenerate itself. If up to 70% of it is damaged or removed, it can grow back, but only if it's supported with the right nutrients and not constantly attacked by alcohol, junk food, or toxins. In America, the liver is under siege. Between fast food culture, sugary sodas, and high alcohol consumption, millions of livers are being pushed to the limit every single day. According to the CDC, deaths from liver disease have increased significantly in the last 2 decades. But here's the silver lining. Food can heal. Just like unhealthy diets destroy the liver, the right foods can help clean, repair, and strengthen it. That's why our list of the top best foods for your liver is so important. 1. Coffee. Yes, you heard that right. Coffee. In the US, over 60% of adults drink coffee daily, and it turns out this habit might be protecting their liver. Multiple studies show that drinking 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day reduces the risk of liver disease, cirrhosis, and even liver cancer. Coffee lowers inflammation in the liver, increases protective antioxidants, and prevents fat buildup. One study in the U.S. National Library of Medicine found that people who drank coffee had a 40% lower risk of developing liver cancer. Another showed that coffee reduces scarring in the liver, even for people with existing liver disease. But here's the catch. The benefits come from black coffee or lightly sweetened versions. Loading it up with sugar, syrups, and whipped cream turns it into a dessert, which harms the liver. If you want coffee to protect your liver, skip the fancy coffee shop drinks and stick with plain brewed coffee. So next time you sip your morning cup, remember, you're not just waking up your brain, you're protecting your liver too. 2. Leafy greens. Spinach, kale, arugula, collard greens, mustard greens. These are like scrub brushes for your liver. They're rich in chlorophyll, a compound that helps remove toxins and neutralize heavy metals from the blood. Leafy greens are also high in antioxidants, fiber, and vitamins that support liver function. Research in the U.S. shows that eating dark leafy greens daily reduces the risk of fatty liver disease. They also help reduce inflammation and balance out the high-fat, high-sugar diets common in American households. Another bonus, leafy greens increase bile production, which helps your body digest fats more efficiently. Most Americans fall way short of their daily vegetable intake. The CDC reports that only 1 in 10 adults eats the recommended amount of vegetables. Adding just 1 serving of leafy greens to your meals can give your liver a powerful boost. Try tossing spinach into your breakfast smoothie, adding kale to soups, or making a simple salad with arugula and lemon. These small steps add up. 3. Garlic. Garlic isn't just for flavor, it's medicine for your liver. This powerful food contains sulfur compounds and selenium, both of which activate liver enzymes that help flush toxins out of the body. U.S. studies show garlic reduces fat accumulation in the liver and lowers body weight in people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It also helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol, both of which are closely tied to liver health. The best part? You don't need a lot. Just 1 or 2 cloves a day, whether raw, roasted, or cooked into meals, can make a difference. Pro tip: crushing or chopping garlic and letting it sit for a few minutes before cooking increases its health benefits. 4. Grapefruit. Grapefruit is another superstar for liver health. It's packed with antioxidants like naringenin and naringin, which protect the liver by reducing inflammation and preventing damage. Studies in the U.S. show grapefruit helps reduce fat buildup in the liver and increases enzymes that protect cells. These compounds also help the liver burn fat more efficiently, making grapefruit especially useful for people with fatty liver. But a word of caution: grapefruit can interact with certain medications, including blood pressure and cholesterol drugs. That's why doctors in America always remind patients to check before adding grapefruit to their diet. If you're not on medication, eating half a grapefruit in the morning or drinking a small glass of fresh grapefruit juice can give your liver a strong daily boost. 5. Berries. Blueberries, raspberries, cranberries, and blackberries. These little fruits are packed with antioxidants called polyphenols, which protect the liver from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress happens when harmful free radicals build up in your body. Over time, they damage liver cells, leading to inflammation and scarring. Antioxidants from berries neutralize these free radicals, helping the liver repair itself. In the U.S., several studies have shown that berries can slow the progression of liver fibrosis, the thickening and scarring that occurs after years of liver damage. In one study, blueberry extract improved antioxidant levels in the liver and reduced markers of damage. Another benefit: berries are naturally high in fiber and low in sugar, making them a great choice for people with fatty liver disease. Unlike processed snacks, they don't spike blood sugar. An easy tip: add a handful of berries to your breakfast oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothie. Americans who eat berries regularly have been shown to have lower risks of obesity and metabolic syndrome, both major causes of liver disease. 6. Fatty fish. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, tuna, and mackerel are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and improve liver fat metabolism. In America, the problem isn't that people eat too little fat. It's that they eat too much of the wrong kinds of fat. The typical U.S. diet is overloaded with omega-6 fats from fried foods, seed oils, and processed snacks. Too much omega-6 without enough omega-3 creates inflammation throughout the body, including the liver. Omega-3s from fish help restore this balance. They reduce triglyceride levels, improve insulin sensitivity, and protect liver cells from fat buildup. Research shows omega-3 supplements or regular fatty fish consumption can significantly reduce liver fat in people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The American Heart Association recommends eating fatty fish at least twice a week. Grilling, baking, or steaming is best. Frying defeats the purpose by adding unhealthy oils. If fresh fish is expensive, canned sardines or salmon are affordable options that still provide plenty of omega-3s. Just choose those packed in water or olive oil instead of heavy sauces. 7. Green tea. Green tea has been consumed for thousands of years in Asia, but in the US, it's gaining popularity as a health drink, and for good reason. It's rich in antioxidants called catechins, particularly EGCG, epigallocatechin galate, which protect liver cells and reduce fat storage. Several American studies show that drinking green tea regularly improves liver enzyme levels, lowers oxidative stress, and even reduces fat deposits in people with fatty liver disease. One study from the University of Connecticut found that green tea extract reduced liver fat by 20 to 30% in obese mice fed a high-fat diet. Human trials also show positive results. For maximum benefit, brew your own tea instead of buying bottled green tea drinks, which often contain added sugars. Aim for 2 to 3 cups per day. If you're sensitive to caffeine, try decaffeinated green tea. It still has powerful antioxidants. Bonus tip: adding a squeeze of lemon increases absorption of catechins, giving your liver even more protection. 8. Olive oil. Olive oil isn't just good for your heart, it's a powerful ally for your liver too. Extra virgin olive oil contains healthy monounsaturated fats and antioxidants that reduce liver fat and improve blood sugar regulation. A study in the US showed that people who consumed just 1 tablespoon of olive oil daily improved their liver enzyme levels and reduced fat buildup. Olive oil also helps the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, all of which support liver function. Unlike many cooking oils used in America, such as corn oil, soybean oil, or vegetable oil blends, olive oil doesn't trigger inflammation when used properly. How to use it? Drizzle olive oil over salads instead of heavy dressings. Use it for light sautéing instead of butter. Add a spoonful to cooked vegetables or soups. The key is moderation. Olive oil is healthy, but it's still high in calories. 1 to 2 tablespoons a day is enough to support your liver without overloading on fat. 9. Nuts. Nuts, especially walnuts and almonds, are excellent for liver health. They're rich in healthy fats, antioxidants, and vitamin E, which protect the liver from damage. Walnuts, in particular, are high in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce liver inflammation. Almonds are loaded with vitamin E, which lowers oxidative stress in liver cells. In one American study, people who ate nuts regularly had a lower risk of fatty liver disease compared to those who didn't. Nuts also improve cholesterol and blood sugar levels, which indirectly benefit the liver. The problem? Many Americans eat nuts in the form of salted, flavored, or sugar-coated varieties, which can harm more than help. The healthiest choice is raw or dry roasted nuts without added salt or sugar. Aim for a small handful a day, about 1 ounce. Too much can add extra calories, but just the right amount gives your liver daily protection. 10. Turmeric. Turmeric, the golden spice, has been used in traditional medicine for centuries. Its active ingredient, curcumin, has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Research in the U.S. suggests that curcumin supplements improve liver enzyme levels, reduce fat accumulation, and decrease oxidative stress in people with fatty liver disease. Turmeric also helps the liver produce more bile, which aids digestion and toxin elimination. You can add turmeric to soups, curries, smoothies, or even tea. Pairing it with black pepper increases absorption by up to 2,000%. While turmeric supplements are available, whole food sources are safer for daily use. Always check with your doctor before starting supplements, especially if you're on blood thinners or other medications. 11. Beets and beet juice. Beets are rich in antioxidants called betalains, which support detoxification and reduce inflammation. Beet juice in particular has been studied in the U.S. for its ability to lower blood pressure and improve blood flow, both of which benefit the liver. Beets also contain nitrates, which improve oxygen delivery throughout the body and reduce oxidative stress. For the liver, this means better cleansing and improved enzyme activity. One clinical trial showed that beet juice reduced markers of oxidative damage in the liver within just a few weeks of regular use. The best way to enjoy beets is roasted, boiled, or juiced. Just keep in mind that they can temporarily turn your urine or stool red, a harmless effect that surprises many Americans. 12. Avocado. Avocados are a true superfood for liver health. They're loaded with healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants like glutathione, which help the liver filter toxins more effectively. Research shows that eating avocados improves liver enzyme levels, reduces inflammation, and lowers the risk of fatty liver. In one U.S. dietary survey, people who ate avocados regularly were healthier overall, with better liver and metabolic markers. Avocados are also filling, making them a great alternative to less healthy fats like butter or mayonnaise. Mash them on whole grain toast, add them to salads, or blend them into smoothies. The key benefit is glutathione. This antioxidant plays a central role in detoxification, and avocados provide one of the best natural sources. Worst foods for the liver. 1:1331 to 1:2300. We've talked about the best foods to clean out your liver. But just as important are the foods you should avoid. In the U.S., where fast food and processed snacks are everywhere, these culprits are the reason so many people struggle with fatty liver disease. 1. Refined sugar and high fructose corn syrup. Soda, candy, pastries, breakfast cereals, and even so-called healthy granola bars are often loaded with sugar. Excess sugar, especially fructose, is directly converted into fat in the liver. Over time, this leads to fatty liver. Americans consume an average of 17 teaspoons of added sugar per day, nearly double the recommended limit. Cutting back is one of the fastest ways to protect your liver. 2. Alcohol. Alcohol is the #1 cause of liver damage worldwide. Even moderate drinking puts stress on the liver, since alcohol is broken down into acetaldehyde, a toxic compound. Over time, alcohol use can lead to fatty liver, hepatitis, cirrhosis, and cancer. In the U.S., alcohol-related liver disease is a leading cause of liver transplants. Doctors recommend sticking to no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men, but for those already struggling with liver problems, the safest amount is 0. 3. Fried foods and trans fats. Fast food chains across America serve deep-fried meals loaded with unhealthy fats. These fats increase inflammation, promote fat buildup, and worsen liver damage. Trans fats, found in processed snacks and baked goods, are especially harmful. 4. Processed meats. Bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and deli meats are high in saturated fats, salt, and preservatives like nitrates. These not only strain the liver, but also increase the risk of cancer. 5. Excess salt. High sodium diets can lead to fluid retention and worsen liver disease. Many Americans get way more sodium than the recommended 2,300 milligrams per day, mostly from packaged and restaurant foods. The lesson is simple. The same foods that are bad for your waistline are bad for your liver. If you want a cleaner liver, avoid these traps and focus on whole, natural foods. Lifestyle tips for a healthy liver. Food is powerful, but lifestyle habits also play a huge role in liver health. Here are science-backed tips that Americans can use to protect their livers every day. 1. Exercise regularly. Physical activity helps burn triglycerides and reduces fat in the liver. Even 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 times a week can make a measurable difference. In one U.S. study, patients with fatty liver who exercised regularly showed significant improvements in liver enzymes, even without weight loss. 2. Maintain a healthy weight. Obesity is one of the strongest risk factors for fatty liver disease. Losing even 5 to 10% of body weight can reduce fat buildup and improve liver function. 3. Stay hydrated. Water supports every detox process in the liver. Dehydration slows down metabolism and makes it harder for the liver to process toxins. Aim for at least 8 glasses a day. 4. Get enough sleep. Poor sleep disrupts metabolism and increases fat storage in the liver. Americans who sleep fewer than 6 hours per night are more likely to develop fatty liver. Aiming for 7 to 9 hours helps regulate hormones and supports liver recovery. 5. Limit over-the-counter medications. Pain relievers like acetaminophen, Tylenol, are safe in normal doses but toxic in high amounts. In fact, acetaminophen overdose is the leading cause of acute liver failure in the U.S. Always follow recommended dosages. The point is clear. Your daily habits, not just your meals, determine your liver's future. Stress and the liver connection. Most people know stress affects the brain and heart, but did you know it also damages your liver? When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, the main stress hormone. High cortisol levels increase fat storage in the liver and worsen inflammation. Chronic stress also raises blood sugar, which puts extra strain on the liver. In the U.S., where stress levels are among the highest globally, this connection can't be ignored. Studies show that people with chronic stress are more likely to develop fatty liver disease, even if they don't drink alcohol. Stress also leads to unhealthy coping habits, overeating, drinking, or smoking, which further damage the liver. That's why stress management is considered part of liver care. Techniques like meditation, yoga, deep breathing, and even spending time in nature have been shown to lower cortisol and improve liver health. Red flags of liver damage. Finally, let's talk about the warning signs that your liver may already be in trouble. These are symptoms many Americans ignore until it's too late. Chronic fatigue, feeling tired all the time, even after rest, is a common early symptom. Yellowing of the skin or eyes, jaundice. This happens when bilirubin builds up because the liver isn't processing it properly. Swelling in the abdomen or legs, fluid retention, known as ascites, can indicate advanced liver disease. Dark urine or pale stools, a clear sign that bile production or flow is disrupted. Nausea and loss of appetite. When the liver struggles, digestion suffers too. Easy bruising or bleeding. The liver makes clotting factors. Damage can reduce this ability. Itchy skin, caused by bile salts building up under the skin. In America, these symptoms are often brushed off as minor issues, but they can signal serious liver conditions like hepatitis, cirrhosis, or cancer. If you notice these signs, it's critical to see a doctor immediately. Sample daily liver-friendly diet plan. You've learned the best and worst foods for your liver. Now let's put it all together into a practical daily routine. The kind of plan that can fit into a busy American lifestyle while still giving your liver maximum protection. Morning routine. Wake up with warm water and lemon. This hydrates your body, kickstarts digestion, and provides a small vitamin C boost. Breakfast idea. Oatmeal topped with blueberries and walnuts, plus a cup of green tea. The oats provide soluble fiber that helps flush cholesterol. Blueberries add antioxidants. Walnuts deliver omega-3 fatty acids. Green tea supplies liver-protecting catechins. Mid-morning snack: half a grapefruit or a handful of almonds. Grapefruit antioxidants reduce fat buildup. Almonds supply vitamin E for liver cell repair. Lunch: salmon salad with leafy greens. Grilled salmon gives omega-3s. Spinach and kale provide chlorophyll and antioxidants. Olive oil and lemon dressing adds healthy fats and bile-stimulating acid. Afternoon boost: a cup of black coffee. Skip the sugar bombs from cafe chains. Coffee reduces inflammation and lowers risk of cirrhosis. Dinner: grilled chicken or plant-based protein with roasted beets and quinoa. Beets improve blood flow and detox pathways. Quinoa adds plant protein and fiber. Evening: golden milk, turmeric with warm almond milk and black pepper. Turmeric curcumin reduces inflammation. Black pepper boosts absorption. This daily pattern balances antioxidants, fiber, healthy fats, and hydration. Everything your liver needs to stay strong, and it avoids the sugar, fried foods, and alcohol that do the most damage. Prevention and recap of best foods. Let's recap the top best foods to clean out your liver so you have them fresh in your mind. Coffee lowers risk of liver cancer and cirrhosis. Leafy greens, rich in chlorophyll, help flush toxins. Garlic activates detox enzymes. Grapefruit antioxidants protect liver cells. Berries, polyphenols fight oxidative stress. Fatty fish, omega-3s reduce inflammation. Green tea, catechins lower fat storage. Olive oil, healthy fat that improves liver enzymes. Nuts, walnuts, almonds provide vitamin E and omega-3s. Turmeric, curcumin reduces liver fat. Beets, betalains support detoxification. Avocado, glutathione helps toxin removal. These foods, when eaten regularly, create a protective shield for your liver. They help prevent fat buildup, reduce inflammation, and support the regeneration process. On the other hand, here are the worst foods to avoid: sugary drinks and processed sweets, fried fast food, processed meats like bacon and sausage, excess salt, alcohol. Prevention is always better than cure. By choosing the right foods today, you can avoid liver disease tomorrow. In the U.S., where obesity and fatty liver disease are on the rise, these simple dietary changes can save lives. So, what have we learned? Your liver isn't just another organ. It's your body's filter, detox machine, energy regulator, and nutrient manager. Without it, life is impossible. The great news is that your liver doesn't demand expensive supplements or miracle cures. It simply asks for the right foods and habits. By drinking coffee, eating greens, enjoying berries, choosing healthy fats, and avoiding processed junk, you give your liver the tools it needs to clean itself out. Remember, your liver works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The least you can do is give it the nutrition it deserves. Welcome to Health Facts. Welcome to my health channel. Subscribe, like, share, and comment if you found this video helpful. Awareness is power, and protecting your liver today could mean a longer, healthier life tomorrow.